Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio, April 11, 2022. You can feel motivated to do something special and unique related to work, health, or routines today. However, there's a tendency to dwell on the past or express yourself defensively that might need watching. It can be tough to take the high road and rise above needless arguments or defensive stances, but it's best to avoid stressing over the little things. In truth, something positive can come out of these things. For example, clearing the air may be refreshing, or after second-guessing something, you ultimately recognize its value and feel stronger in your convictions. Also today, taking steps to secure your future with someone or for your family can figure strongly. You're especially protective of loved ones and entirely ready to take charge and defend your space if necessary. No need to Google their moon sign. Your spidey senses are already telling you what time it is. So much so, Mercury the Messenger's transit through intuitive Pisces is activating your heart-centered fifth house of love, passion, and self-expression, so as cliché as this sounds, listen to your heart. Granted, with the meticulous Leo moon lighting up your 11th house of community, society, and the World Wide Web, you could be overanalyzing the opinions of others despite your own romantic longings. Mercury will also sextile Uranus, adding a layer of unexpected energies to the mix, so go with the flow. Evoke a little passion for your professional commitments. Your mind is daring to dream while Mercury is in Pisces, as this transit has allowed you to take a creative, imaginative approach to your projects. Since Mercury sextiles Uranus in Taurus today, you may see how your projects can dramatically transform the value of your obligations and working relationships. Conversations about putting your spin on professional commitments could radically change the nature of who you work with and what you work on. This can be great if you have a wonderful idea to propose to your colleagues. For the second time this week, a friendly aspect to the dwarf planet series in your financial sector is starting to separate. This time it is Mars, while earlier in the week it was Venus, with the planets of money and war giving you a better read on your financial needs and priorities and of what you are fighting for. Not everything in your private life is running as well as you would like. Friends and family have their own wishes and goals and are not bound to show consideration to you. Even though it's tough, accept that some situations will not run according to plan. Try to change your perspective and understand others' points of view. This is the best strategy at present. You've spun so far out of the mainstream, in at least one direction, that you're having a hard time keeping up with your closest friends. Try to reel yourself back in a little. If you are longing for love and the feeling of security this brings, don't always pursue it with such vigor or be overly concerned if a love you want isn't always available. You can get what you want by taking your time, being a little more relaxed and calm. A brand new outlook brings with it the promise of success. You are probably in full swing today, enjoying the effects of good decision making. However, it would be helpful to know what you require in terms of diet and exercise. Routine is the best way to conquer laziness and fear. Don't leave it up to the last minute to decide what's for dinner or what your daily activity will be. Planning ahead is a small but effective way of building healthy self-esteem, as well as a healthy body. If everything seems to be going wrong for you lately, this day can help you get things back on track. Your natural skills and abilities will soar on this day, and you will gain a lot from taking a different look at what's been occurring. When things don't fall into place, you have the opportunity to change the situation. Perhaps a different approach is needed, or maybe it's time to throw in the towel on that particular project. Use the cues as indicators of what needs to be changed. Mercury is not just the planet of communication, but the planet not only makes us more mentally focused but determines where that focus will be. Today, as Mercury leaves your work sector, he leaves you with the intellectually savvy and articulate edge needed to keep working smarter, head in the game, ideas on the table, and the communication lines open. This is something that the Sun will continue to promote, while Mercury turns his attention to having the communication lines open as he returns to your relationship sector today. With the Sun still 9 days away from his return to your relationship sector and from turning the solar spotlight onto your relationships, Mercury's return today is a chance for a head start. At a time when the stars are still aligned on the romantic front, and that will only deepen, Mercury returns to give your relationships the communication support they need. Our eyes in the sky. Mercury in Taurus connects with Uranus this morning, then shares a minor aspect with Pluto and the North Node of Destiny. This means that today could be extremely interesting as truths are revealed, most of which we didn't see coming. Thanks to the presence of Uranus, we should try to expect the unexpected. You might overhear people talking about a situation that involves you, allowing you to know the gossip about you that's going on behind your back. This could cause some conflict in your social relationships. However, it can help you know who you can trust and who has your back before you let them know your deep, dark secrets. Someone you think of as a friend could do something that affects your relationship. The one thing that's important to know is that you are in charge of your own destiny. If something isn't right for you, you will see today that it wasn't worth pursuing. This doesn't just concern situations but also perhaps relationships and friendships into which you've invested your energy and heart. In the morning, Mercury in Taurus forms a sextile to Uranus in Taurus, prompting exciting revelations. Information is disclosed, inspiration tapped, and surprise sentiments voiced. A willingness to speak from the soul inspires others to share feelings that they have previously held back. Staying receptive to what is imparted is key. Our beliefs may need to shift to accommodate what we are learning. This is an ideal influence to network and make new friends. We have a greater than usual ability to understand foreign ideas without taking differences of opinions personally. Following this, the Leo moon opposes Jupiter in Pisces, suggesting that, while we should avail ourselves of new information, practicing discernment is key. Changing our minds when presented with fresh evidence provokes a powerful evolution within our own consciousness, helping us to grow as human beings. However, just because we are hearing interesting news doesn't necessarily mean we should pass it on. The risk during the Moon-Jupiter opposition is that we offhandedly feed the rumor mill. Gossip will have unintended consequences, especially if we haven't vetted our sources. Exercise self-control and resist the urge to publicly divulge what has been discovered.